It's your boys. You know it's your boys, Pat Arts, Drew Pasley. Welcome back to Happy Hour, a Quick Sixer podcast. This episode, we are so proud to be sponsored by Smog City Brewing Co. Out of you know
that boy Torrance.
Oh, hey, your boy Torrance.
Torrance, California.
Yeah, Torrance, CA. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're drinking that Smog Days IPA series. This is Exploding Clouds Hazy IPA. It's a 6.5.
You love hazy IPAs.
Oh, I
you
love it.
Them.
Bruh, I don't know what the deal is with the hazies right now, but like, that's my shit. Like, we talked
what's
about
funny?
it.
You came from Budweiser, and you sitting here loving hazy IPAs.
Who says humans can evolve? You know what I'm saying? Who says? Your boy got webbed toes and drinking hazy IPAs.
He's bringing up the toes. Bro, I don't know.
I'm evolved, bro. I'm evolved. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you watch this,
let's check this out. Let's check this out.
Oh shit, you pouring it? Ooh,
I'm pouring it.
Look at that haze.
I'm pouring it into that glass supplied by you boys at Smog City. Shout out Lori Jonathan.
That's got some haze to it.
That dynamic duo couple running that joint.
Look
at that shit. Hazy as hell. You can't even see me through that shit. Hazy as motherfucker.
Disappearing Pat. Disappear boy.
Yeah, disappearing, magic act, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Smog City, though. Torrance. We've only been down there a couple times.
Yeah.
Smog City started in 2011. They had a different name when they started, but whatever. It's all good. Man. Let's just talk about these people. Jonathan been in the game a hot minute.
Jonathan
over a decade. Yeah.
I feel like, well, first off, did you say we had the alcohol content of this?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Just that 6.5, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 6.5. So it's like I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see. I'm looking at you. I'm waiting for you. Are you gonna get drunk off of this? Because I think like most beers open at 4.8, but at 6.5 will be
it's
like.
Gonna happen.
Oh,
it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We do have at any minute now. We do have a quick sip with your boy.
Roburts.
Quick Sixer alumni, Von Roburts. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited about that. Excited to talk to him.
This is fun fact about Von and Quick Sixer brand. Von was on our first ever sponsored episode.
That's true. Mumford.
Yeah. Yes, with Mumford. Also an LA company. But shout out to Von. He's been the homie for a long time. So
I'm at this. Vaughn, can't wait to talk to you. I'm gonna have to pause you real quick. Have you tasted this?
It's fucking good. Yeah.
It's fucking good.
Yeah,
I see why you like
excited that
IPA.
I have more. I know, right? It's a different All right, so hold on. If this one has what I think it has in it, let me check. You know what I'm saying?
Hazy.
Okay. Material. Hammer. Oh no, it doesn't have. So a lot of these hazies I've been seeing that have like Citra hops in them, and I don't know if that's like the difference, but bro, I don't know about these hazies. Me and my boy Adam been fucking with it. We about to do a beer trade, by the way. Me and my boy Adam down in New Orleans. Yeah, because bro, these hazies are hidden right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about some Smog real quick by waiting for Vaughn.
So first, I like to say there's something that Smog City does that is incredible. Mm-hmm. They have a partnership called the 1%. Basically, it's they take 1% of their profits and they go towards nonprofits they donate to environmental stuff. They want to and if you can see. I got the logo up here. They got this Tree of Life situation going on.
It's sick.
And then they got the cityscape. We got more shit.
I got in the Ritz. Oh, hold up.
Look at that cityscape in the bottom.
I don't know where my shit is, but yes, the cityscape in the bottom, like the skyline, so sick. But yeah, man. Shout out to your boy Jonathan Porter, Lori Porter. Lori has been I don't. I mean, I would say a supporter of the Quick Sixer brand for
it's the
you know
second
a
time.
good the second go. Let's do this. And yeah, I mean, shout out to the brand. Your boy got the shirt. Drew
Your
got the
boys the
shirt.
twinsies right now. If you're looking on YouTube,
We got the Twinkie joints. You know what I'm saying? And I don't normally fuck with the brown, but I'm feeling it.
feeling good right now, huh?
It's good.
I do want to go back to the positive
Oh
positive
yeah,
part
yeah.
of
The
this
1% is great.
this 1% going to environmental nonprofits. Like Smog City says, they're committed to the planet, which is like crazy to think about. If you are a small business, the first thing that you think about is trying to make a profit. Like seriously, that's what people are going for. But I love that they're taking
1%.
their passion and they're bringing it to all of us. They're helping all of us by helping the environment. It's super, super dope. Definitely on par with this podcast, Happy Hour, where we try to bring something positive. This is our positive thing. Thank you, Smog City, for having dope ass beer and being good to the environment.
God damn, this is good. I will get fucked up on this beer.
I know they and for fucking us up. Thank you so much. You're doing the most work.
This thing at the bottom of this can, it says ever-changing lineup of experimental IPAs. So I'm assuming that this whole series is like they just do it like we've talked about it before. Like some people make like weekly releases or whatever. I'm gonna guess that this is probably something like that.
You think?
And like, I don't know, man. Dude. How sick is this? All right, so we talked about the skyline in the logo, right? Yep. Look at the fucking barcode.
Oh shit! They put in a barcode.
Well, they put in the fucking barcode. How dope is that? I mean, LA doesn't have like a sick skyline. It's not like a New York or a Chicago or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, that's pretty cool, man.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I love their art.
I fuck with this steampunk type of shit that they got going on with this one.
Yeah.
They also had it. So we are gonna drink this Amarillo Gorilla. They also have it on that shit too. Like, look at you, boy. Look at your boy, all Mad Eye Moody, bitch ass
Moody
boy.
looking ass.
God, dude. Mad Eye Moody, fuck the swamp thing looking ass boy.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you gotta check it out. This artwork is dope. It's steampunk as hell. Check out Smog City, especially if you're in California. You can get local delivery if you're up in Torrance or Long Beach. They have a place in Long Beach. You can hit them up for the California shipping all over the state. And this is me and your boy Pat's favorite thing. You could do a little tap room pickup.
Love
a tap room pickup.
Love a tap room.
You were talking to me earlier about missing tap room, right?
Your boy does miss a tap room. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't been paying attention, me and Drew have definitely been partnering with quite a few people for this show. And it's been going quite well. So appreciate every single person that's like even replied to our emails. And like you will get shout outs on these non-sponsored episodes. But recently, yes, I did get to go to a tap room 2 days ago and pick something up that is more of like a unicorn type shit. Like, like we've been talking about it. So just keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, I got to go to the tap room and pick up a what would you call it? Like a package?
Care package?
Maybe. Yeah, care package. So yeah, care package. I'll go with that. So care package, and I was looking around. I've been in this tap room before when it was like not COVID times. Mm-hmm. And got me thinking, man, like we do this show Happy Hour, right? Where you guys can come and have happy hour with us, So if you saw me and Drew at a tap room or a bar or something, like somewhere out having a drink, right? And you came up and talked to us, this is what it would be like. 100% think you would be like, damn, that shit was exactly like the show. So, like you left that bitch and you're like, I'm kind of faded and like I had a good chat. That's kind of what we're trying to do. So I think, man, it's just a weird vibe going into a place where you can't like sit down and like have a beer or like just hang out. Like sometimes at tap rooms or like bars or whatever, you end up like seeing somebody or meeting somebody like shit. They might live the next block over, or they might like do the same shit as you, but like you're never gonna know that. Like especially not now. Like we're so isolated and like stuck in our own places.
Yeah.
It was kind of like an eye opener going into this place. Like all the fucking chairs are up, like the pool table's covered by like a tarp and shit. Like you can't play it, and like there's like a fucking aisle like to the bar, so like you can only go in for a pickup, which I'm super down for a bar pickup, like super down. Especially like that's directly supporting the people that we're trying to support, like these breweries, these local breweries and like smaller breweries and whatever. That's directly what we're trying to do. So like if you can go in and like do these bar pickups, go do it by all means, because like you're not giving any cut to like Kroger or like some fucking weird grocery store or third party type of thing. Like that's the business right there. Like go to your local tap room if you can, and like Smog City offers it, so go visit them. Like we're all not seeing people these days, so try to go see some people if you can.
I feel like those big distributors that like end up in Kroger or Ralph's or whatever, like you're not gonna find your local brew there, most likely.
More than likely not.
And also there's something about a tap room culture versus a bar culture where like when you go to a bar, I feel like your mentality is you go for your favorite drink or like your favorite beer. But 100%. Like when you go to a tap room, you have options. You have the same brewery doing things differently that you can like, oh, I want to try the hazy. Oh, I want to try the lager. Like you're trying to go for different kind of things. Yeah. I feel like that's one thing that tap rooms give you that you don't get from a bar or a restaurant, because most of the times you're sitting there, you're trying to think about what you want to get or whatever. But like if you open a tap room, you probably have some options that are kind of interesting to you because they put care into it. Like their whole brand is based off of, Yeah.
And I mean, thinking back to our original show, I kind of wish we would have started the brewery tour a little earlier specifically for places like Smog City. Yeah. And maybe we could have chatted with Jonathan Laurier, like how did you start a company together, like this type of company, and like what was the decision making behind doing the 1% partnership and like stuff like that. It's kind of weird to think back to like, oh man, what would I have done with like this opportunity that we had to partner with them last go with Quick Sixer.
Yeah.
But what we can do now is just choose your boy. Shout out to Torrance though. You ever see that was it Bring It On? That Torrance Toros, what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, Kirsten Dunst? Oh, let's do it.
You mind if I'd like to segue from first off, Smog City, thank you so much for all the swag. We got glasses, we got stickers, they even brought us their labels. You see this label right here?
It's sick.
It's so sick. And I got another label right here. Pat, show us that the dipped. Show us the dipped one real quick.
Oh shit. Okay. So we're gonna talk about this in a little bit, but here you go. This is that special shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is when you have like, I don't know, like you have the homie over that really likes like some good beer, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, I got that special shit for you tonight. You know what I'm saying, bro? Damn,
wooing that boy.
Could just be the homie though. So yeah, you wooing the homie, you know what I'm saying? This is what comes out. Wooing the homie. Oh, bro, I'm gonna put that on something. Anyway,
that's a shirt.
This is that bourbon barrel aged OE barley wine style ale. That black and gold. Limited release Smog City. The reason we're not drinking this right now. Okay. So
very specific.
We have 3 beers to drink on this show. This was a 4th special thing that they sent us, along with all of our dope gear and like the glasses and the, labels and stuff. This shit is a 14.9%. Okay. Ooh. 9 ounce bottle. Yeah. 9, that's what I said, right? Yeah. Yep. 500 milliliter. Yeah, right?
It looks like it, right? It looks
9 ounce bottle.
Oh. Your boy disappeared.
Your camera broke. Anyway.
Your boy disappeared. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Oh wow. Oh damn.
Oh no. Drew naked. No, I'm just playing. Boots on, dick out. Drew got it. Chernobyls. Anyways, this is the bourbon barrel aged OE. This is a limited edition. So I plan on saving this for a we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but I plan on saving this for a special occasion type of deal. And it's that maroon wax dip bottle. You probably find something like this at like your local craft beer store or something like that.
Oh,
but yeah. Thank you again, Lori, for sending something like this. This is super cool. It was just something we can't drink on air. We'll get too fucked up. Like we won't be able to complete the show. So
yeah.
The other beers we can space out, but we can't fucking go. You remember that one we did one with McLeod. It was like 11% or some shit, and I was faded. It was the only beer I had on the whole show.
Yeah, and you was sipping on it.
Faded, huh?
You were sipping on it too.
Dude, it took the whole hour, to do the thing, and bro, 14.9. Are you serious right now?
Look, they had a mission. They wanted to get us fucked up.
No, Lori tripping though, trying to fade me out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But yeah, we waiting on this. We gonna see what's up. You know what I'm
saying? I think we have some stuff that we can talk about right here. First off, speaking of 14%, there's a lot of times, a lot of seasons.
Oh, fuck.
People be bringing in new beers. Even the big brands. They bring up the new beers, and we have to figure out if we like them or not. Is there a seasonal beer that you go to?
You know what? All right, so this episode is going to post in October. So this is why I put this down on our episode notes.
Very transparent.
Yeah. So I'm kind of, all right. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever, Starbucks hit us with that pumpkin spice lattes out now. It's PSL season, bruh. It's PSL season. So I was like, oh, fuck me. Oktoberfest shit about to pop off. Pumpkin beer's about to pop off. Mm-hmm. What do I do? I give a fuck? I don't know. I'm okay with a pumpkin beer, but legit full transparency, life goal, career goal for this show is me and Drew get to go to Oktoberfest and
do the show
wreck house. Oh God, yeah, we get to go there and wreck house for a while. Yeah. I recently learned that Oktoberfest is weeks long.
Yeah.
Weeks, bruh. Bruh, I don't know if I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be there to the very last second.
Oh my God. We still have beers to drink. We still have beers. Come on. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it. All right, so seasonal beers that I do fuck with hard, okay? I have a feeling that this hazy IPA shit that's happening right now is a seasonal thing. I feel like people are gonna get into more like stout type of deals and like even more different like things towards the winter time and like fall time. So like I think this hazy IPA thing is like a late summer type of situation. I'm probably wrong, but like it feels that way. So, and I'm really feeling this hazy movement right now.
Oh, you into it?
I mean, we're talking about this hazy. I mean, this Exploding Clouds hazy IPA right now. This shit is fuego, mi amigo, fuego.
It really is good.
Yeah.
And
you don't even like IPAs,
I don't. I always said the only IPA I liked was Lagunitas, but having said that, hazy IPA might be a new thing for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lighter. It's not as hoppy.
Yeah.
It's not as bitter.
Mm.
It's got like this citrusy type of thing going on.
Mm.
I think it might be your middle ground. I don't know. You should start fucking with it.
Oh
damn! You take the glasses off, Clark Kent. Oh damn!
Oh damn! Sexy.
We got to rip the shirt. Damn! Superman, bitch.
Well, I mean, I can't see anyway. He's drinking a hazy IPA. He could hazy in us.
Hazy. That trash vision. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for me, if we go back on topic with the seasonal beers, I would say the only one that I remember that I would enjoy drinking was a Sam Adams, Oktoberfest Sam Adams.
Do you remember that? They got a pretty good. They put it out every year. They got a pretty good Oktoberfest.
I remember
they put commercial. They're the only like huge beer brand I think that like puts out Oktoberfest commercials.
Yeah. But I feel like their beer was like the one Oktoberfest seasonal beer that I ended up liking. But honestly, your boy, I went through phases. First, I started with the cheapest beer, PBR.
Okay. Oh, God.
I would drink PBR because that's what everybody in Midtown Memphis drank.
That's true. Awful.
Then I went to that High Life, High Life was a definite, like, not a very big step up, but it was
straight up. All right, so when I first met Drew, all right, let's go back to this. When I first met Drew was like, bro, I'm all about this Blue Moon.
I was. I can't believe you remember that.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. I don't never forget nothing. Come on.
Hey, yo, elephant ass.
No, but like, straight up, Drew was like, yo, I'm about this Blue Moon. And I was like, the fuck? Like, really? Like, that's the go-to? This Blue Moon for you? It was weird to me. We talked about it before, but my family has a very big Anheuser-Busch type of family, you know what I'm saying? And so I grew up on that type of beer. And I was very... You know what? True. Now that I think about it, man, this is kind of very weird to me.
What?
But like you drinking Blue Moon in college might have been a small catalyst in me branching out in beers. Like,
really?
I've never thought about it. Literally until this second, I've never thought about it before. But like, yeah, maybe.
Damn.
It might have been like a thing like, oh, fuck, this is actually pretty good. Like, maybe I should try other shit. And, oh, bro, how come you may have started this whole...
Oh, damn.
This whole thing mentally. Like, you did the deep con on my brain for this whole show.
Look, I'll be in the mind, bro.
I don't know, man.
I remember being in the Blue Moon, but I also remember being in Newcastle. Do you remember that phase?
Oh my God. I don't think I never drank a Newcastle before you said Newcastle. Straight up. Like, that's for sure. That's for sure. I may have had a Blue Moon before I met you. But like you were fucking into some Newcastle, bro. It was like a problem, you know.
It
But
it was.
I was like, why do you like these brown ales? Like this shit is not amazing. Like,
You know, I was thinking about like, we talked about the craft brewing, especially in LA, especially coming up and like when it all got popular. Craft
yeah,
brewing was not popular when we was in Memphis.
no,
Like
no,
2010, 2012, like all that
no.
era. It was all brand name. Like,
Yeah, I
nobody was
don't.
trying to start their new brewery.
All of that shit, all of the shit that's happening now, like, um, this is kind of cool. Like we bring it up with Smog City, or you bring it up with Smog City because Smog City's been around for a minute. 2011 they started, so they've been popping off for damn near 10 years now. So,
Yeah.
but we graduated college in 2010, right? And both moved to LA within a year or whatever. And none of the local breweries in Memphis where we went to college were there when we were there. None of them.
Yeah.
Like they
No.
may have been bubbling, like about to start, but like legit. I mean, I can name you a bunch: Wiseacre, fucking Memphis Made, Crosstown, Grind City. None of these
No.
companies were there. Now they're there. It's
Do you
kind
think
of
that
crazy, man.
do you think that it was San Diego that like started the push for other cities, or like, do you think it was the consumer trying to find something new?
So, all right. So, what I really think it is, I mean, I'm sure there's articles and like full on posts about what this is, but I think what it is San Diego and possibly Asheville in North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
were pushing beer making like on their like their platforms or whatever. And what it ended up being was people got interested and they were like, "Oh, we can do this." And then people got good at it. And then
Mm-hmm.
from there it started to pop off. Oh, here's your boy, Von Roberts, connecting in. It's a quick sip time. Here we go. Bro, you gotta hit that unmute, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm gonna roast your ass until you pop on.
slash. Let me see your face, bro.
Yeah.
You got me?
I got you, bro.
We got you.
What up,
How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
dude?
What's
It's good
going
to
on?
see you. It's good to see you,
It's
bro.
great to see you guys too. My bad. And thank you for patiently waiting for.
That's all good.
All good.
Appreciate you, Vaughn. We were just talking about you a little bit ago. Vaughn Roberts, the homie, is our first guest ever from Quick Sixer that was on a sponsored episode.
Yeah, man, it's been my pleasure, man. You guys have been doing great, man. Trying to stay in there, hang in there. It's very tough on podcasts these days, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is what it is. I mean, but bro, how you been? We haven't talked to you in a minute. Like you've been crushing it on socials and like doing your thing. We want to get into a couple topics, but like, how are you? Like, what's the mental state? You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a bad position. Like, I could been like a lot of people have been hit really bad about it.
Yeah.
Pandemic, so I'm just blessed and I'm thankful that I wasn't one of those people that have extreme situation.
Yeah. Man, well, like you say with pandemic, like we wish we could do this together, but like, fuck, man,
that would have been great, man, because you guys' energy in person is very comical, man. You guys are great, man.
Love
you guys
it,
got great
love
energy,
it.
man.
Speaking
Yeah,
of comical, I feel like there's one thing that's the elephant in the room is, as you as a stand-up comic, like what's going on right now? How are you? Are you going to social media or like?
Before we jump into Vaughn being a comic, we haven't had Vaughn on in a fucking hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's been like at least 5 years.
I want, like, literally Drew's question is what I want to hear for real. But let's give a little background on Von Roberts before you answer that. So, like, you know, how long you've been, you are Von Roberts. You're a stand-up comic. You do this, you do that. Like, hit us with the highlights and then answer Drew's question.
Okay, well, in 2019, I performed overseas over in London for a little bit. I was out there for about like going on 3 months living, and then I moved back to the States in April to New York, and I stayed out there for a year and some change. And before going to Europe for a little bit, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia for about 2 years doing stand-up out there from the South. So I'm pretty diverse as far as like different ways of life and walks of life and how things going and different just backgrounds. Also, I dropped like a bunch of comedy mixtapes. I did do like some little underground comedy sets, little 30-minute little sets I self-produced and put on YouTube. Also, I did drop two comedy projects that are on iTunes. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just putting out stuff that I want to see in this world, and then if it hits, it hits. You gotta throw darts at the wall with your eyes closed. That's how this game works.
Mm-hmm. All right, so back to what Drew said. I'm sorry for interrupting, Drew. Yes. So, what is being a stand-up comic like right now? Like, we've been talking about a lot. So, Vaughn, just so you know, like a little background on this new show, Happy Hour. We're trying to help out these local breweries that are really fucking struggling, man. Like we talked to the homie in Oklahoma on last episode or a few episodes ago, and like breweries as a whole are having like a can shortage. There's tap room hours. There's pickup shit that's going on. Like you can't go and like drink in these tap rooms right now. You can only do like pickup orders, or you can like find them at your local craft brew store or something. Like, we can't even imagine what being a stand-up comic means. Like, these comedy, like the comedy. I don't know if is the Comedy Store open, like any of that kind of stuff.
The comedy clubs, unfortunately, are somewhat closed. So there isn't a space for comics to work on stuff. It's mainly comics just going on rooftops in New York. If you're in a state that's not under quarantine right now, then you're heading over to another state and bouncing back and forth from your regular home to that state, constantly trying to get set times, trying to get dates.
Yeah.
A lot of people have went straight back to the prehistoric grind, and what I mean by prehistoric is they're actually taking little speakers and with little karaoke machines with microphones and going out to the Venice Beach and performing on the beach or outside in parking lots, doing it in parking lots, just random places. Like if they don't have the money and the resources to get to a real show.
Oh shit! Like straight up like a street corner type performer type of thing.
Yeah, like a crazy Hispanic pastor on the corner trying to get you
there
here
you
to
go.
work.
The apocalypse is coming. Fucking save your quarters. Like here we go.
Facts. So another thing dudes are doing, they're doing online Zoom shows like this, where they're having personal rooms and inviting people to get into the rooms, and then basically you're listening to comedy from your home.
Is it like a donation type of situation?
Yeah, it's like a donation type of situation. They'll put the Cash App of the comic that's on the video, and then they'll do comedy, and they'll turn on multiple mics, so at least the comic can hear a little bit of
laughter and
how their people are receiving the material.
Oh, okay. So
have you done one of those shows yet, or no?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of them. One I did very well. I got I garnered $200 from it, so it was pretty good.
Sick.
Yeah, so these rooms are not consistent. Some of them are up, and then some of them it takes a lot out of people. Especially when people are trying to maintain their homes and businesses.
Sure. Yeah. So that's good though. That like you can. I mean, is it hard? So I guess a lot of stuff I've watched specifically about stand up comedy and like you watch these documentaries about like stand up comedies that or comics that have passed away or whatever. It's a lot about, or even like just people that do stand up specials. It's all about reading the room. So is it harder in that type of situation to, even if there's like a little bit of volume, is it hard? It's got to be weird to read the room of what's going on.
Well, it is tough for people to read the room and figure out what are certain topics are taboo right now,
Yeah.
and what to talk about and what not to talk about. But that's based off of your style as a comedian.
Sure,
If you're
But I mean,
political, if you're
yeah, I mean, but you kind of know if like you would know in a room if you're bombing or not, you know?
oh yeah. I mean, some of the Zoom rooms you can know if you're bombing, and some of them are not. Some of them you can't.
Okay.
Like there's open mics um, that are like comedy international open mics, and they got them on Instagram basically.
Oh,
And
wow.
basically, you'll have people into the feed, right? The Instagram feed, and
Okay.
you'll have two people, the host, and then the host, and then the person who's doing the comedy at the time, and all you can see is the comments. You
Okay.
can't really get any type of response. So you gotta just say whatever's on your mind and really and respond to it as if you're on stage, and really know where your jokes end and where they begin at, so people can
Okay.
receive them, and then you can know what's really good. And then also you gotta look at review the footage and check
Yeah.
how people responded to the material.
Okay.
Is your material different now than it was before the pandemic?
Um, my material,
Oh fuck.
uh, I still maintain the same strong points of view and sense of humor. Now it's just me adjusting to the different topics that I'm engaging and how I'm going to engage them, and put them out to get the best results possible from the audience, and convey the message I'm trying to want them to receive.
Okay.
Cool.
So are these open mics, like online open mics on Instagram? Are they are you familiar with Versus?
Yeah, versus.
Is it kind of similar to what that kind of format looks like on like a YouTube type of
Yeah,
situation?
somewhat. Yeah,
Okay, so
without two
like
people being in the same room, so it's two split screen, and then you
yeah, and
have to
you're like
have
seeing that they're like seeing the comments of like, oh, play this hit next or whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly how it is set up.
Okay. Cool. Are you feeling like it's? I mean, it can't be the same rush, the same energy as like what you would put into like being in a
No,
room, but all right. So like, let's be real for a sec. What are like the high points and like the low points? Like what is hitting and what is not for you personally doing sets like this in real time right now?
well, um, a lot of times it's a mindset in me getting going into a location than me just basically just sitting and waiting for my turn on a Zoom to speak. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I rather get into an environment where the environment is I have to respond to the environment and deliver my material that way. I feel like we're getting more of an organic feel to my comedy rather than just rehearsed and coerced material.
Yeah. Like a give and receive type of situation.
Yeah.
Like you could feel. All right, so like we talked about this before. Like actually we just talked about this in this episode. When you go into this podcast is trying to help people
Mm-hmm.
right now. Like our old podcast was all fun. This thing is trying to do a positive message, right? And we just talked about how going into a tap room now, normally you might be able to meet someone new. You might, find
Yeah.
a similar experience or something. When I know personally going into like a comedy room, like, or some kind of comedy special, or like you buy tickets for a fucking stand-up show, you're going in there with a certain expectation, but also with like a certain mindset,
Yeah.
You go in and you're like, all right, this is gonna be fun, we're gonna have a fun night. Like, you put that in your mind. Like, now I feel like there's got to be some kind of like a different system in your brain where you're still at home,
Yeah.
but you sign up or you pay for this stand-up session, right, that you're talking
Hmm.
about. And do you feel like the audience is like, does it feel different?
Well, the it 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 doesn't bring the same energy at all because I can't hear the response a lot of times, especially
Ah,
when I'm doing Instagram mics. I can't hear how they feel about it. All I
okay.
can hear is that, what I'm saying? I can see emojis and then,
Sure.
those emojis, or I can see somebody say, what part does this mean? Or, what I'm saying? Those are things that I can
Yeah.
respond to. Not a lot of people are gonna give me the honest energy that I need to really understand if the joke is strong enough to make it to the next level, or
Okay.
should change the direction of the joke in order to reach a
Yeah.
certain conclusion.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that's the main hard thing about it. But I feel like in the midst of all those hardships, the pros of the current environment of comedy is you have the ability to really create a situation for yourself.
Oh,
If you're working
okay.
hard, it's easier for you to create a situation for yourself than it's ever been, because people are getting so bored with networks and the shows that are on, and they used to they've watched so much material and digested so much content that they're just starving for more. It's like they're just taking it in like fast food and just eat. Especially being
Yeah.
inside the house, there's nothing else to do. So I
Yeah.
mean, people are starting to stray on YouTube. They're starting to go on YouTube. They're starting to go to different sources for entertainment, and podcasts are getting stronger as well. So with all these different things shutting down, they're enhancing the other avenues in which people used to barely go to, because they had a way to just get up and get dressed and go to wherever they wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Hmm.
now, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you can go to a live podcast of Kill Tony. Now you can't. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to listen to Kill Tony. Actually, you have to go and find it on the
Yeah.
internet and listen.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's the help that's the thing that's helping podcasts and comedians alike be stronger entrepreneurs and really build a stronger fan base. And this time is right now, because when the quarantine is over, then people have their options, and you want to be at the top of that list for, what I'm saying, building that relationship with them while you're in quarantine.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, I see that for sure. Um, Man,
I feel
I
I
don't
feel
even
like
think I thought about that before. But
I feel like not only are you having to deal with that with the pandemic, but also like a lot of stuff is happening with the black community during this time too. And especially with George Floyd, and like
Yeah,
it's specific to comedians when Dave Chappelle dropped his special
the
on,
A46.
yeah.
yes,
I, how, like, first off, I want your opinion on that, but also I want your opinion on like, what is okay to joke about, like, as for you personally, and what do you talk about when situations like this become so serious to society?
Well, one, I tread lightly and I use my own personal experience to even bring light to the situation. And then on top of that, I had a joke actually that I actually did, and it went well. It was basically about me talking about how the reason why Black people have to have to continue to revisit this type of topic with the world is because Black men hate paperwork. So
Yeah.
since we hate administration, we can't never get nothing passed unless one of our white counterparts decide to type up the paper for us, because we hate paperwork. We
yeah,
hate paperwork so much that we would rather go through child support than actually fill out the paperwork for joint custody. Uh,
Oh, it's
like,
great.
you ever seen the paper with the thick ass booklet for joint custody? You're like,
I haven't
Thankfully,
personally, but
no. Thankfully, no. You know what I'm saying?
just look,
Uh,
it's this thick, bro. And you look at it, you're like,
Fuck
man, just
that.
keep the kid. Just keep the kid, and I'll send you money.
Jesus Christ. Um, yeah,
So
no.
that was a joke that did well. It was a whole bit about like
Okay.
just the history of Black people in dealing with paperwork
Okay.
that's cool.
and administration. Like, that's the only reason we lose. We lose because we hate
Oh my
administration.
God.
Like, if you look
Fuck
at
it.
you look at all the patents, all the inventions that you find out Black people invented later, is because we didn't want to fill out the patent paperwork. It was just like, fuck it, man. I
You
invented it.
do
I
what you
know I
gotta
did
do. You
it.
do.
I know I did it. And then some guy's like, you invented that? Did you do the patent paperwork for it? He's like, no, I didn't. You want to do it for me? He's like, yeah, this is mine now.
There's actually, speaking of patents, is kind of interesting in Black history. If you watch, there's a show on Netflix right now called A High Score, and you watch it. There's an episode about there was a fall in the video game industry after Atari like fucking crumbled, right? And Nintendo kind of brought it back, but there is a very interesting excerpt about a Black guy that was a engineer back then who like literally tinkered around, but is basically the father of modern day gaming. And a lot of people don't talk about him right now, which is fucked up. But
Neither do they talk about the guy who made the cell phone either.
exactly. So it's a it's kind of interesting that you bring this up. Hold on, I'm kind of faded, but I'm trying to Google this shit right now. 1 second.
To be honest, we've had like, this is you're a part of our quick sip, but we've already been a part of this whole Smog City episode. So we're going through Smog City right now.
Yeah, man, I wish I could accept one of your brews, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on.
Unfortunately, the social distancing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Where are you at right now?
I'm actually in Los Angeles, but I'm actually in my friend's office. So, hey, give me a quick second. You guys research that?
Yeah, no. Let me hit you up with this right now. Okay, so my man, Gerald Anderson, Jerry Lawson, was an American electronic engineer, and he is known for creating the video game cartridge. So I'm telling you right now, without this guy, without Jerry Lawson, we would not have the original Nintendo entertainment system. We would not have cartridge-based media, my dude.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Like it's fucking crazy. Like, the people don't know who this dude is.
Vaughn, go do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right? Did you know that?
Nah.
Like,
you know what else I didn't know?
What?
I was actually watching the movie where they're talking the woman who was like the first Black millionaire, and she basically became a millionaire off branding. According to the movie, it wasn't so much of her inventing anything; she just rebranded somebody else's product. And I was like, what? That's not how I heard the story in Black History class. But Netflix changes a lot of things, so to fit the narrative that they want to fit. So that's the crazy thing. Like, I'm watching and receiving all these different things, and that's the conclusion I'm drawing is like, you really have to do research in order to know what true history is. Because a lot of times people are just, like I said, Black people don't like to do paperwork. So a lot of times people are so lazy, they'll know the history and they'll know it by heart, but they won't put it down on paper. And then when somebody else comes around and puts it down on paper and profits off of it, it's a mix-up because the information is not factual.
I see what you're saying. Which is a shame. But, like, straight up, we shouted out to our RBG in this episode. I know you weren't on this part, but we shouted out to RBG, RIP for her.
And
also
RIP to her. She did a lot of great things for just the
Just
females,
everyone,
just
women,
everyone, just
everyone, you know.
gender and different things of that nature. She did a lot. She fought a lot of great fights.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to her.
She was a heavyweight, 110-pound heavyweight.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Jerry Lawson, man. Shout out to Jerry. He died in 2011. But like we wouldn't have Super Mario Brothers without this man. So
yeah, and I played that game numerous
crazy. Fucking crazy, bro. Are you kidding me right now? Like you're telling me right now that I would not be playing Super Mario 64 on my Switch without this man right now. Like
I need that Mario Kart, man. That's one of my favorite things.
Bro, you're tripping if you don't have Mario Kart right now. I'm just telling you now. Like, you are tripping right now. Like you need to. You're way behind.
yeah.
Are you talking about the new one where you can AR thing with the fucking the cart?
The new one, and the old one, and the Smash Brothers.
Oh, that Smash.
Vaughn, we need to do something about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I definitely go on there one day when we get a chance to meet up. I'll definitely get on that Switch with you, and we can handle whatever we need to handle.
Oh, well, it's gonna be no handling, bro. You're just gonna get smoked. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh my god. So oh shit, man. I'm pretty. I'm so excited to see you. We haven't seen you in I haven't seen you in fucking years.
It's. I tell you this. It's been like at least 7 years, 6 or 7 years.
No,
that's how long it's been. Yeah.
No. We started this show in 2015. It's not been 7 years. You're tripping. You're my.
Well, that's 5. That's 5.
That's 5.
It felt like 6.
Thank you.
It felt like a long time.
You missed us, don't it? You missed us.
I long for Drew Paisley.
Yeah, bro. We had some serious moments in our improv class for sure,
bro. Definitely, and also I tell you, UCB New York before they closed it down was awesome too.
Yeah.
You went there too.
So you took a class at UCB up there. Was it different?
Yeah. It was great. I did a sketch program, and I also did that one of their programs where they siphon, where they choose people out of for SNL, or they have them consider it, or somebody comes and looks at them. I did that too, so that was pretty cool.
When you do, because also we didn't. Vaughn, you got like a minute, or you about to go?
No, I got you.
All right. So when you started doing your Instagram, I think you realized it might be a good idea to put my comedy in sketch form. Like I might build an audience or whatever. You started collaborating with people. What were you taking UCB ideas? Were you taking all that stuff, all the stuff you learned to do those sketches, or were you just fuck it, I'm gonna just do my comedy?
Well, basically when it came to crafting sketches and sketch format, I would use some of the tips that they gave me. But I have yet to apply it to actual footage. Mainly when it came to doing anything that I've learned for UCB as far as improv and sketch, I would do it for other people. So if I was in somebody else's project, then I would apply the skills that I had developed. And if I was writing on a project, then I would apply the skills that I have inherited from UCB. As far as writing and putting things into a certain format in order to enhance funding.
Have you noticed that have you ever watched Key and Peele?
Yeah.
They use
the format very much.
They use the format. I was
especially the build up, the tension and release format. They use it. They use it a lot, and they use it. They use the power of 3 a lot too. Yeah, so it's initiation and then the yes and all of that stuff. They really apply it to the T.
Yeah. That was the first time that I saw that on TV, and I was and after we took our class, I understood what they were doing. I was shit.
I noticed it when I used to watch sketch forms from Kids in the Hall and Mad TV. Mad TV used it a lot before it was even recognizable. And Saturday Night Live, obviously. I watched a lot of their best sketches, especially ones with Will Ferrell. Because he implements and he does with his characterization, his improv, he just applies it naturally for some reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. something I've been meaning to ask you about. You started a podcast at some point in between now and the time that we talked to you. And check this out. April 13th, 2016 is when we published the episode with you. And I was thinking about it. You started a podcast and / like YouTube thing. Can you talk about that at all? Like, is that still going, or what's going on with that?
Well, it was. Hello. You still
You're there?
Yeah.
We're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was discontinued. But I'm going to bring it back. It's just that, with all the moving around and traveling and stuff, I was focused on stand-up mostly. So I was just like trying to hone in all my energy on developing my skills as a stand-up and being the best version of that I can be versus a podcast person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Podcast is not hard, but it's not easy either. It's something that is neat, that requires attention, requires focus, and requires you to have some kind of agenda when you're doing the episodes. You can't just get on there and bullshit. Some people do it in a successful form, but for a person, that if you're doing it by yourself and not always having guests, you need to have some kind of format that people can embrace or even like, or have some kind of focus when you're talking. You just can't just be on there just rambling. I've seen Chris D'Elia do it, but that's Chris D'Elia, so that
Yeah, he had some sketchy shit happen to him recently, but yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. I just wanted to focus on his podcast. I didn't really want to focus on his situation.
Yeah. We can't really support what my boy's doing.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not approving of any action that he's done.
Sure.
I'm talking about his podcast and his content. As far as his content is concerned, he free balls it a lot. As you can see, the energy is very organic, and it doesn't really have a format at all.
I
he
think
just gets on there. He has the setting, and he has the background, and he just rambles and talks about different experiences he experienced, or different things he observed, and that's it.
Yeah. That's kind of Drew. I think I know what you're about to say, but
we saw him.
We did see him. That was the first. All right, so
Drew, the first comedy show we ever went to together.
Yeah. That was the first. Was he the headliner, or was he like a special guest?
He was like one of the main, but we had a special guest. It was the Comedy Store, right? And
it was Dane Cook, wasn't it?
Dane Cook was a surprise. Dane Cook for the plastic surgery, but
sure.
Bro, did you see that? Just take a look at Dane Cook now. Man. That's crazy.
That's a sad thing. He felt like he had to do that.
I don't understand why he. I feel like he should be picking on himself about it. Because
first of all, you're a comedian, bro. You don't need to look good.
No, you can be ugly as hell. Come on now.
You just gotta be funny, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I mean, it's not like Will Ferrell's fucking winning model of the year. This man's pulling his weird belly fat out in like half of his movies. Like,
Facts.
He's got that weird role too. Will Ferrell's got that weird role that like it doesn't make sense. Like
he got a fupa, dog.
No, it's not even just a fupa. It's like it's like a creased fupa. It's like it's squished together.
Look,
like he's got
I'm
like
not in this to get detailed about
like my man. Fupa. Like it's like my man folded his fupa in half, and like it just kind of permanently creased.
You know he does cardio, but it won't go away.
Well, my man is like tall as shit too. Like he's not like tripping about height, but like also. I don't know, man. I don't know how you have this fucking folded fupa. It's kind of like a weird phenomenon.
It is very weird. It is weird. Yeah. I mean, that's his body shape,
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Will Ferrell.
Shout out to body shapes.
Yeah. Shout out body shapes.
He did very well. He did very well in that movie that he just put out with.
Oh my god!
The girl from Mean Girls, where he was like the Viking Norseman singer.
That shit was fucking.
He matched with the whole dynamic because that's how their body types are. I've actually been to Iceland. And I seen their bodies, and I was like, okay.
Fuck! You were like, yo, that's accurate.
You gotta have that body to, keep warm.
Straight up, about Will Ferrell though, like, did you know that he like kept up with that real competition for like years, and like decided to make a movie about it? Like that man is like a fangirl about that shit for real.
I mean, you have to have some kind of insight in order to make a parody of it. You look at Sasha Cohen, and he did a lot of research on the fashion industry before he put out Borat. Before he put out what's the other one? I forgot the fashion one he did. But I know he also did a lot of research on immigrants and stuff like that before he put out Borat as well.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it either.
It's in The Office. I feel like it. God damn it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, straight up. Apparently, there's like a Borat 2 or something about to come out next year.
Hey, I'm all ready to receive it because all of his movies were pretty funny. Especially the one where he was like dictator looking for a girlfriend or some shit.
The dictator? Like oh my god.
Yeah. Where are you talking right now? You're talking about Bruno for the fashion, right?
Bruno is
is
the one for the fashion one.
Bro, when he came out with his TV show where he was talking to the political figures.
Dude, Ollie G, holy fucking shit. That was incredible.
I feel like
he's a master at everything that he does. I haven't seen him fail at any of his projects.
Have you ever seen that Actors on Actors series? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a YouTube series where actors and actors. He talked to Jim Carrey and he was talking about, he talked to Jim Carrey and he was like, well, actually, I think that was like behind the studio or something. I can't remember, but they had like 6 actors together talking. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Actors Roundtable.
That's it. And he was talking to Jim Carrey, and he was like, "You've been my inspiration for a while, like da da da." And like people sleep on Jim Carrey, but back in the '90s, he was the man.
He was the only one that can hone that type of character. Those unique characters like Ace
Hollywood hadn't seen anything like it.
Yeah.
That man went wild as fuck though. He crazy as shit for real now. Like
he made a comeback.
The only person that was relevant to that close to that situation was probably Andy Kaufman.
Exactly.
And then Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, and like when he did that Man on the Moon movie, he fucking went full crazy. Like
that Man on the Moon.
I don't think he went back, man. He's crazy as fuck now. Like,
and also Robin Williams too. Yeah, he was one that could tap into.
Yeah,
I think Man on the Moon was like the movie that made me obsessed with Andy Kaufman, and I started looking at entertainment differently after I saw that. I'm sure like anybody who studied it would know that like entertainment is so all encompassing that like when you think about it through Andy Kaufman's eyes, it's like it's insane.
Yeah. He gave up a lot too to really get across what he wanted to get across too. He lost a lot in between as well as his life.
Yeah.
But I mean, his artistic vision did come through. Like, you know what I mean? He was looked as an artist rather than just a comedian or a comedic actor.
Yeah. Vaughn, where are you?
Oh, I'm at my friend's office. That's why you see like the because I was helping him doing something. He was like relocating.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's up with this fluorescent lighting and shit? Like, you trying to drive yourself crazy?
Yeah, it's just monitors and shit.
This man walking around on some fucking fucking billboards looking shit like going around. Anyway, shit. Okay, well, we can't go too long. What do you think is the future of what you got going on? Like, what's the
future? The future of comedy is basically. I think comedy is going to continue to be the same. And if not the same, then it'll start to adapt in a better version of the Zoom situation where people do not have to leave their homes to get live comedy because they're already doing it, with the social distancing show and social distance show between Kev on stage and Tony Baker. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're familiar with those two, but they're actually doing their thing where they're charging people to see them in person, socially distanced, and as well as doing a Zoom show where people can catch the show online so they never miss it. And then, Dave Chappelle's, he's got the social distance little retreat where everybody are going over there and staying on his ranch. And seeing the top quality of comics and stuff like that. Sure. It's very expensive, but it's also very rewarding experience and being able to be up and close and personal with the comics that you admire if you have the money to get there.
That's cool.
But those are the future, just giving more for people's dollar. because they know that they have to compete with more things now, especially with the internet and becoming more accessible. You have to give people something, a more of a bundled package in order for them to really enjoy themselves. Because people that are not even familiar with comedy are good at comedy are doing comedy now. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think, man, this is a weird, all right. So this is a weird ender question, right? Before quarantine, right? A lot of comedy clubs, you're packed into a fairly small space, like fairly, pretty fairly small space. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be any different, if not? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be the same, or do you think it'll ever be the same as it was, or like what's your take on it?
I think comedy club is going to take a minute for comedy clubs to recover and get back to that space where they have a regular audience coming through and dependable shows due to the fact that more comedians are becoming more entrepreneur in spirit and more business savvy. So they're putting together their own shows, they're renting out spaces, they're doing their own things. So to get those people and their audiences and their followers back to that location and actually feel needed is going to be a tough situation for comedy clubs to do. And I'm thinking that it's going to be, but for them to have that quality talent, they're going to have to start to break bread more with the comedians that actually can bring an audience to versus the new comics who are just going to want to be associated with the club. So that's what I'm seeing for the future is struggling comedy clubs more. Some of the comedy clubs are going to shut down, and it's going to be more. It's going to be a more of a focused drive towards comedians and their direct relationship with their audience.
Okay. All right. So before we go, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor for this episode, Smog City. Smog City
That
Brewing
looks
Co.
fancy and beautiful. That mug.
Look at that.
So it's very nice.
Hold on. Check this out. Check this out, my dude. So they got that Tree of Life from LA in the top of Burbank, and look at the roots. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
LA skyline.
The city line.
The city in the midst of the roots.
How sick is that?
Yeah, very nice design.
Shout out to Smog City, Torrance-based brewing company. Before we go, where can we find content from your boy Von Roberts for the foreseeable future?
Oh man, anything Von Roberts, just type it in on Google, YouTube should come up. I've focused a lot on making myself easy to find, and that's Von Roberts with a U, so it's Roburts.
There you go.
And the rest is just VON.
There you go.
Like Von's the store.
There you go. And Von's, that's basically Von's.
It's good to see you, man.
It's a Kroger. Yeah.
It's great to see you guys too, man.
Man, love it.
And you know what? I want to apologize for the massive delay in jumping online. I was about to start, and then somebody asked me to do him a favor, so I was trying to rush and finish doing that before I came back over here and got on.
It's all good, bro.
It was a great conversation. I was glad to talk to you.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, it's so good to see.
I'm glad you like guys that like that little administration bit too.
It's just good. It's good to see you, man. I mean, it's been 4 years since we've done anything together. So it's like, it's good to do. I mean, it's not only just good to see friends, but it's good to see like collaborators with friendships as well. And I mean, if we can do anything to support you and you support us in turn, then we're super down. So,
that's definite. When you publish this, I'm immediately going to post a link to it on my Instagram. So, and shout it out in my Insta story, so people are going to see this.
Well, we've been supporters of Von Roberts for a long ass time.
And I appreciate you, man. I wish you guys didn't escape the reach of LA so I can come and see about y'all. But I'm gonna just catch y'all on the road sometime.
I mean, your boy had to move to the fucking to Nashville. You know what I'm saying? And I might not even be here for that long. I'm kind of bummed, honestly. All right, before we go, I'm kind of bummed. My brother-in-law lives in Brooklyn. And I feel like you might have been up there when I visited at some point, and I was like, "Fuck! I should have fucking tried to see what he was doing." But I feel like I looked and you weren't. You were back in LA, but next time you're in New York or LA, let us know. We'll drop a line so
Oh,
people
that'd
can
be
say to
great.
you.
I definitely do that for you, man.
All right, cool. All right, man. So we're about to sign off on this shit. It's been your boys, Pat Irish, Drew Pasley, and your boy, Vaughn Roberts. Go
Von
find him.
Appreciate you
Roberts.
guys. See you guys later, bros.
Quick 6 alumni is your boy.
Later.
All right, bye,
Yes.
dude.
Much love, man.
Love you too,
Later.
homie.
All right, go.
Bye.